the Department of Homeland Security has put out a new bulletin. It's got kind of messy in the news, and people haven't really actually focused in on the facts within it. It says this: the United States remains in a heightened threat environment fueled by several factors, including an online environment filled with false or misleading narratives and conspiracy theories, which, by the way, folks, conspiracy theories should not be illegal, nor should they be terrorism in the United States of America. You want to believe theories, and someone calls your theory that you believe a conspiracy theory, you have a right to believe that. Violent action is different based off those things. Yelling fire in the crowded theater, that's the kind of speech that's not protected, but there's no fire and causing a stampede. But when you get into these cases of actual speech, the courts are very weary. And we're looking at this right now. But this is the beginning. It says these conspiracy theories are filled with false or misleading narratives and conspiracy theories, but it goes further. And other forms of, and I love, this is so government, Logan, mis, dis, and malinformation. MDM, they've called it now. They've got an acronym.
What was it?
Mis, dis, and mal. And remember, just this week, the crack pipes, they said that was a false report. And they said it was a false report because you didn't include the other drug paraphernalia that was included in the $30 million. You didn't include the syringes.
It wasn't just crack pipes.
Right. And they came out with that as false. That would have then met this definition of terrorist language because it would have been at least misinformation that you were sharing and that's introduced or amplified by both foreign and domestic threat. Domestic means you, Americans. This is the United States of America. Harry, this attack on speech, this idea that you can't speak your mind, again, trying to silence that opposition by speech to the current U.S. government leaders is now viewed by our government as supporting or even potentially standing alone as its own act of terrorism.
I think that's precisely correct. So what the Biden administration has now done is that they have sought to criminalize criticism by the American people. And they like to come up with these lovely phrases, conspiracy theories, misleading narratives. The real question at the end of the day, of course, is what constitutes a misleading narrative? And the second question is who decides? But at the end of the day, the American people are free, pursuant to the First Amendment of the Constitution, to believe in as many misleading narratives as they wish. That is a constitutional prerogative, and the Biden administration lacks authority within the Constitution to take that away from the American people. Keep in mind, this is the same Biden administration that went after parents at school board meetings who oppose critical race theory and sexual assaults in schools. And so the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, perhaps protecting his son-in-law's wealth, decided to basically label parents as domestic terrorists. This is outrageous.